What's going on? How you guys doing? Today's video we're going to be talking about real estate and just some things of ways of investing. I know a lot of people want to start learning how to invest, and I feel like I could share some knowledge about investing because I'm a real estate investor myself. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I go by the name of Raw Ink Shop. So if you guys are an investor and you guys want to learn the real estate market, first thing y'all want to do is you got to really be in the real estate market. So what I mean by being in the real estate market is by checking on the sites like Zillow, checking on sites where there's actually real estate, right? So when you investing in real estate, it's kind of like you got to be on top of it, because sometimes it might be deals out there and sometimes it might not be deals out there. So depending on the market, you got to make sure you can snag the deal, right? So when you invest in real estate, you want to make sure you already have some type of capital. Where the capital you can have is having money in your savings account, so you can put down on that down payment on anything you're trying to invest. Now, if you don't have the capital, one good strategy to do if you don't have capital is use friends and family, people that you might know. If you guys come together and you put some capital up, you can invest in the property and you can be your first real estate investor, right? Because that's what we all want to do. We want to be investors in 2024. We want to be financially free. So when you have capital, you have assets and stuff like that, you could be free willingly to kind of like move like a king, if you want to say. So, you know what I mean? So investing is important in 2024. And me, as now I'm in my 30s now, I started my investment in my music career, and I started investing in this YouTube channel, just investing in this camera, just investing in, the logo, just investing in myself, believing in myself that I can actually achieve these things. So that's one thing you got to have too. It's all about mindset. You want to make sure your health is good. You want to make sure you're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel good. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're feeling good on your mind. So go out there and execute these plans, because you need execution to actually make it happen. You can't just talk about it too much, because talking doesn't really move the needle. You need to be doing action, right? You know what I'm saying? So part of the action is, if you're already working a job, you're working at 9 to 5, you're getting active income, which is actively you getting paid, right? You take some of that active income, you save some, you put some to the side. Don't spend it all, because the more you spend, the more chances of you not achieving the goals you're trying to reach. We all trying to achieve here in 2024, and we're trying to make sure that everybody's winning, right? So when you're taking that active income, put some to the side, and then you look into the market where you can actually make an investment that can change your life. You know what I'm saying? The main things you need in life is a house, car, business. Those are three things you're going to need to actually get wealth: house, car, business, right? So if you start in a business, what do people need? Housing. So if you're in real estate, you can be a real estate investor and have people live in the houses, and then you could be the landlord and you get monthly income, which is called passive income. Now, if you guys know my channel, you know I talk a lot about passive income. We love passive income here on Raw Ink Shop. So you guys are new here, make sure y'all subscribe. So you want to make sure you have passive income. I'm sorry, you guys hearing chickens in the background. I got chickens, so excuse my chickens, you know what I mean? But yeah, so you want to make sure you have a passive income, right? And another thing you want to make sure you have is basically have all the money that you have it invested into your business if you have a business. So put all the money you have into your business if you have a business, and that way that business can keep thriving throughout the year and bring in revenue. That's what we do it for. We do it for the revenue. That's the whole purpose of having business. What you make a monthly, what you make a year, what's the return on the investment? Is it a negative return or is it a positive return? If it's negative, you might want to scratch that and try something else, because it's putting you in bankruptcy. It's putting you in debt. So you don't want that. You don't want debt. You want to make sure you have that. So when you start in a real estate portfolio, you want to make sure you finding deals. You can do one good way you can find is check your local area. Check if somebody want to buy their house. You can buy somebody's house, make them an offer, say, hey, I want to buy your house. How much would you sell it for? And you know what I'm saying, you send them an offer through a letter, in the mail. You can send them like that, or just, you know, don't go knocking on people's door. You can send them a letter like, hey, I would like to buy a house. They might want to buy it. You know what I mean? They won't want to sell because, you know, you never know if you got a good offer. That's a good way to get into an invested real estate. If not, you can check the sites that I mentioned earlier, which is like Zillow, you know, stuff like that. You can check the market. Now, what is the things you're gonna need when you finally get into this investment thing, right? You're gonna need basically you're gonna need two people, and that's gonna be you and then the seller, and then you're gonna need a third person to audit the whole transaction. So you're gonna need somebody like a realtor or something like that, you want to say, and to just audit the whole deal. So that way the paperwork is straight. You want to make sure everything is certified. You got a certification. So that way you know it's legit. You want to take a background on the property, make sure that that is the owner of the property you're buying. You don't want to get scammed. Somebody saying they're the owner, they're not the owner. Now you gave them your money, and they're not even the owner. So you want to make sure that they own that place that you're buying. So you are buying from the owner. You know what I'm saying? So you buy from the owner. You got the attorney. Make sure you have some attorneys just in case something go left. Get you an attorney. And get everything, the ball going. Once you got that, you in there. You put your deposit down. The most of the time at the houses, you're gonna need some type of earnest money. Earnest money is basically money that you put up front that you will invest it into the deal. So you need some capital, like I said. Have some savings. Have friends, families, whoever you want to invest with, and you know what I'm saying. Put that money aside and start investing it. So, you know, after that, you're pretty much good with the paperwork, and of course you got to make payments. Now, if you buying in cash, then you know what I'm saying, you good. That's it. You won the deal. The deal's over with. On to the next. Congratulations. You are now a property owner. You're an investor owner. So, you know what I mean. However you want to do it. Now, the typical way that most people do is they use the banks. Now, don't get me wrong. The banks is cool, but you have to make mortgage payments. And my gosh, if you miss a mortgage payment, it's bad for you. It's bad. So you don't want to miss your payments and stuff like that. So, you know, a good strategic way is to find private money, some private investors, and you guys come together and get the property. Now, if you can't find private money, then obviously you're going to need some type of capital to raise to actually get the investment, the whole investment deal, right? And most people use banks, the traditional 15-year to 30-year plan, and you know what I'm saying, but 15 years is a long time. We kind of want to hurry up and get the stuff fast. You don't want to wait 15, 30 years. You want to make sure you get in the, like, you know what I mean, you want to still be young and have ownership. You don't want to be 70, 60 and say I got one house. You want to be in your 30s and say, look, I got 5 and 30s, you know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay young and stay, have everything like that. But I hope you guys like this type of content. We talking about real estate investing. You know me, I could go on for hours, but let us know in the comments description. Have you invested? What y'all thinking? What y'all plans for the New Year's and everything like that, 2024. And yeah, I'll see y'all on my next one, y'all. Peace.